We are a focus group and we present you our product idea, the Affeective bus stop. Our prototype is a redesign of both the physical bus stop and the bus stop as a concept for our future cities in 2030. Our redesign includes an interactive screen in the bus stop, from which the users can check the time schedules and get entertainment provided by the city according to their current emotions. Our first step in this process was to define the problem. For doing so, we had to know better what affective computing was and which were their future trends. We created a future trends map. We had to take into account that our product design had to be aimed by the context of 2030. We use megatrends as a helping tool for guiding our project. Through these megatrends, we selected 4 important concepts for the future: equality, sustainability, well-being, and urbanization. We then proceed to gather information of the user's needs. We base our insights into different methods that allow us to have a huge variety of answers. The 2 methods were an online survey and a dream wall, in Finnish and in English. The dream wall is our own method to gather information. It's based on a blank paper with some statements or questions, and the users freely write their ideas on them. Our next step was to define our users' target. We created 3 different personas as an example of our different target groups: an elderly man, a family with a little child, and a young student. Youngsters are our main group, for they are early adopters and more open to accept new technological practices such as affective computing. For the brainstorming, we used the snowball technique and a post-it based brainstorming, where we created an affinity diagram by grouping these post-its, and then we rated it to select the most desirable one. We then started the ideation based on this winning concept. We followed the idea that a good design is based on goals, so we kept our UX goals always in mind. Our UX goals are sustainability, nature, cozy or coziness, and community. When the concept was more developed, we created an MVP and a storyboard to start testing it. We did the first paper prototype of the bus stop and an interactive mock-up of the bus stop interactive screen. We used interviews and a modified version of the attractive questionnaire for this first testing. We also evaluated the UX goals. With this, we had our first real feedback of our product. Even if some people expressed concerns about data privacy, the results show that people find the concept positive in the pragmatic and hedonic attributes. The results show that the plans added value to the bus stop. Some changes were the inclusion of sound, changing the shape of the bus stop to more open and taking into account what would happen to plants in winter. We knew our pains and gains, and we started to iterate the product. We created the physical prototype of the bus stop and an iterated version of the interactive screen. For the second prototype evaluation, we used the guerrilla testing technique. We started by describing the concept, then we tested the interface, and we ended up with a questionnaire. Our overall conclusion from the evaluation was that the users do love this idea since it's something that they have never seen before, but there's still lots of problems to solve. There's still a lot to do, not only to get the technological to work, but also to change the way cities are developed and how the responsibilities are shared. As we have mentioned before, our concept is a redefinition of the bus stop. Beyond the bus stop functionalities, our system is integrated with a public electronic library system that uses affective computing for suggesting the citizens' content based on their current emotional state. The system uses a gesture-based interface to interact and select the options on the screen. The screens are located on the first and second floor. There is also a sound of forest in the background. The system consists of 4 main capabilities. Users are able to see the live map of the bus they are waiting for and the time remaining for coming. Users can select the option of stopping their bus automatically and send information to the bus if they have special needs. User can buy tickets before the bus arrives. The user can select entertaining suggestion based on emotion recognition. When a user arrives at the bus stop, he or she can access the digital library which is located on the wall screens. Once the user starts the interaction, the system scans the user's facial expressions to detect the current emotional state. The system asks the user to select one of the 3 possible entertainment options: readings, music, or city activities. The system responds for the emotion recognized and provides music, readings, or city activities according to the emotion recognized. With manipulative gestures, the user transfers the option of his/her preference to his/her phone. The advantages for business, in our case the City Council, is to have happier citizens, and for our end users is to have a better bus stop system that will improve their experience with it and with the city. We combine different elements of the city on one place. We rethink how the bus stop of the future should be, while including effective computing. Our product is not a waiting place anymore, but a city space where people can gather around, a space where people can feel comfortable and spend time or get different insights based on their emotions. We hope that this passionate concept will change the way cities are thought and planned. We hope that in the future cities are here for the citizens.